okay, baby, nothing really lasts forever. For now, let's run towards the sun. Think it'd be better if you don't let me, don't let me, don't let me go. Why you make my heart beat faster when we get close? Just take my hand, baby, let's lose control. Even if it's a disaster, I gotta know.
As it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
First play from scrimmage, Stafford. That's caught, Puka Nacua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first run now for Kyren Williams. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. To throw is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Play action, Stafford. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now we give up the middle to Williams. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's gone. Pass incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know, for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Goff now to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Stafford now to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now a first down throw, Stafford.
Looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield, you want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Here's Ethan Evans now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Goff. They'll find Reynolds over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Goff. He's got right on the short throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Goff. Finds Gibbs on a check down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
After the interception, here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Final shot before break here. Goff firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense. Just a lone field goal in that first half. And as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Khalif Raymond now. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Here's Goff. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. From the here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down and 3. Now Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
as they come to the line. They will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Goff. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Goff now looking to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Third down and 6. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here's Goff and the Lions trailing 10-3. Just over 1:40 to play. needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Hard, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Here comes 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art. but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, the play of their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.